Hey family, it is your girl MarshaunO. I am back for another video, and today I'm sure you already seen the title, but yes, we talking about bringing that romance back in your relationship. See, a lot of us get caught up in our relationships and we just forget, literally we forget just how important it is to keep up the connection, to keep up the intimacy within our relationship, specifically with the one that we decided to say I do to, or the one that you decided to say, you know, I actually like this person. Let's solidify this thing. And let's take it to the next level, right? A lot of times we get caught up in the world and how the world is out here to get each and every one of us, and how life just gets in our way, and our relationships a lot of times fall by the wayside because we are not giving it the attention that it actually deserves. And so today I'm going to give you 10 tips, 10 ways on how you can bring the romance back into your relationship. So let's go ahead and jump right into the very first one, which is to write love letters to your boo, to your spouse. Yes, we're talking about taking it old school. We're not talking about the text messages. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about pulling out that pen and that lined paper and writing down everything that makes you feel special, the way that your spouse makes you feel special, the way that you feel when you are with them, and how it creates this feeling of just, yeah, I'm loved within the relationship. And so another way to take this up a notch is actually to read your love letter to your spouse. Yes, that's taking it to another level. And if you are not the shy person, if you're not the person that just gets absolutely nervous and you can express yourself to your boo, take it up a notch and sit your boo down after your romantic dinner or whatever, right? Because it doesn't have to be a special moment. Just read your love letter to your boo. That is going to take the intimacy, the connection within your relationship so much higher. And it's also going to be creating that very special memory that all of us like to have when it comes to our spouse. So old school, take out that pen and line paper and write a love letter to your boo. Another thing that you can actually do, which is number 2, which is to read to your spouse. Yes, it can be poems. It could be something that you actually penned yourself. Again, yes, that love letter. You can even use this. So you're doing 2 things at one time. Read a book to them. Just read to your boo. This again helps to bring the connection together, and it also deepen the conversation with whatever it is that you guys are speaking about, because they had to literally sit there and you read it to them, so they had to pay attention in order to take all of this stuff in, so you guys can have an open, honest conversation about whatever. So the second thing is to read to your spouse, read to your significant other in order to increase your romance back into your relationship. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, is to think about singing to your boo. Like, I'm talking about where you just all of a sudden just bust into your anthem like, I love you, little boo. Ooh, ooh, thank you for coming into my life. I love you, boo. Yeah, see how I just made that up? But I'm just saying, literally, you can make something up like I just did, or you could take it to step number 4, which is to put on your favorite slow jam. Yes, your favorite slow jam, that song that make you go, ooh, that song that make that ugly face, ah! Well, you got to turn to the side, ah! That face. Put on that slow jam, because y'all about to dance together, because that's what number 4 is. Y'all dancing together. And while you're dancing, because this is your song, we're going to take it back to number 3, which is to sing to your boo. Serenade your boo. Make this moment the most special moment that you can think of for the both of you, where you're enjoying one another and just enjoying the moment, just enjoying the time together. Because guess what? You are increasing the connection within your relationship. You are increasing the depth to the romance in your relationship. So put on that slow jam, serenade your boo while y'all out there having a ball. And when I say out there, I don't even mean like you at a club. I'm talking about you can listen, if y'all bold enough, y'all can do it in the restaurant. But really what I'm really referring to is after y'all finish eating from the dinner table, You get up and you put on your song and you just make it a romantic moment right then and there. That's what I'm talking about, really. Now, can you do it in other moments? Of course you can. But what I'm really referring to is you just finished your meal. Y'all had awesome conversation. And now it's time to dance a little bit. And so you put on that song and then you start serenading your boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Okay. Number 5, the 5th thing that you can do to increase the romance of your relationship is to pray for your boo. Now, you guys can actually pray together, but specifically to this video, we're talking about praying for your boo. That is going to increase the romance of your relationship, because when you start to think about prayer, you actually go toward the gratitude that you have for your spouse. And because you're focusing on what you're grateful for with your spouse, guess what? It's actually increasing the positive emotions and the positive thoughts that you are thinking about your spouse. Of course, it's going to increase the romance in your relationship, because you're not going to be focusing on what is not going right, what you are missing out on. You're going to be focusing on what they're actually doing right and what they're bringing to the table already. So praying for your boo not only is going to increase the romance, it's actually going to increase your happiness and positivity that you have toward your spouse as well. So get your pray on. Again, you can pray together, but I'm just talking about how you bringing back the romance, because you are concentrating on the gratitude that your partner is bringing to the relationship overall. Okay. The next one, number 6, I actually had to pause on this one. I cannot do this because of what my husband does, but it is something that I would take into consideration and actually do if I could, which is to go to your place of work. Yes. And if your spouse, if your significant other works in an office where they have a fax, ask them for the fax number and then send them a fax that reads, "I love you and I cannot wait to see you tonight." You know why that is going to be so special? Because it's going to be something that they did not expect. Number 1, it's also going to be another way, as obviously with the topic, is to increase the romance in your relationship. And then it's just going to put you on their mind all day long. That very simple thing, "I love you, I cannot wait to see you tonight," that is not something that we would see on the fax machine, right? That's not a fax that you would be expecting to get at your office. So if this does apply to you and your spouse works in the office, take advantage of this. Even if you don't work in the office, literally you can go to Kinko's, you can go somewhere that they do faxes, just to spice it up, just to keep the romance floating about in your relationship. So again, I can't take advantage of that particular one, but if I could, that one I surely would. It's not the same as a text. The text is very simple. This one you have to put some actual thought into, even though I already gave you the simple line, even though I already told you what to do. Yo, boo don't know that. So take advantage of the simplicity of the fax machine if it applies to your situation. The next thing is to think about pampering your spouse all evening long. Most of us have these jobs and we're working on them for several hours at a time, at least 8 to 12, depending on what you do and your shift, etc. Right? And so think about, you know what, I actually just want to pamper my boo today, this evening, because they've been away. I've been missing them, but also because I want to just pour into him. I want to pour into her, because I love her, because I miss her, and because I also want her to feel special. And I'm saying her, but you get it, him too. Pamper, a night of pampering. I'm talking about massages with the oil, like temple rubs and head rubs, and just relax the whole body. Just pampering your boo for an entire night. The next thing. So I love this one actually. Whatever you would do for your anniversary, and most of us, when we think about our anniversaries, we're thinking about something elaborate, something that we wouldn't do on the normal everyday, because this is a milestone. We have made it to another year, etc., etc. With this particular one, whatever you would do on the day of your anniversary, guess what? Think about doing it on a regular day. Yes. So if it's whatever you would do for your anniversary, again, usually it's something elaborate, but do it on your next day that you plan the date. Do that elaborate thing on the next day that you plan the day. And if your anniversary deals, quote unquote, are not elaborate, still do whatever it is that you do for your anniversary on a regular day. Okay? I just want to make sure that that's very clear, because you're like, I don't do nothing, won't do nothing special. That's fine. Whatever it is that you do that on a regular day, so you're not only just thinking about doing this particular thing just because a holiday has come. In this particular case, I'm talking about your anniversary. Don't only do things on the dates that man has made. Just make your spouse feel special every single day being with you, just because you guys are together and you're living your lives together and you're growing together. That's what it's all about. And that will absolutely increase the romance within your life, because you had to really plan that thing out, especially if you are in the crowd of doing something elaborate in your relationship. This will absolutely help to, like, wow, I feel special for real. He doing that. The 9th thing is to undress your partner with your teeth. Yes, we spicing it up some more, okay? Because after you already did other stuff, now we talk about moving into the grown and sexy. So undress your spouse with your teeth if you can. And I get it, you're not going to be able to do every single inch, but keep it sexy, keep it spicy. Let's do it that way. And then that goes into number 10. The 10th thing that you could do is to spice up your area. Maybe you've gone to the bedroom, maybe you're in the living room, wherever you at. Get that whipped cream or that chocolate syrup and draw a heart on your favorite body part of your spouse, so wherever that is, and then lick the heart off. Okay, listen. This one is for the grown and sexy. And if you're not for the grown and sexy, this is not what you should be doing. But if you're for the grown and sexy and you believe about doing whatever you do in your bedroom because your bedroom is undefiled, then do what the grown and sexy want you to do. Enjoy y'all night together. Spice up y'all relationship. Bring that romance back. If it's been a long time, start nice and slow. You can do the pampering. Again, you can run the bath water. You can bathe them. Listen, I gave you 10 things. And that was a bonus with the bath water, okay? And listen, there is 1,000,001 ways to bring the romance back into your life. I have given you 10 plus a bonus. Practice on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to bring the romance back into your relationship. I am trying to hold marriages and relationships together. Those specifically that have nothing to do with abuse. It's just the spice is running out. Maybe you're thinking, did I choose the right person? Or you have a plethora of other things going on in your mind, mainly communication. Y'all communications suck. Y'all argue about any and everything. I am here to eradicate and wipe all of that out. I really am, because my mission is to decrease that divorce rate and to keep and hold marriages and long-term relationships together. Let's keep the family together, y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back, and I will see you guys in another video. 2-finger salute.